Hello, hi, I'm Alex Tan, the candidate for Ang Mo Kio GRC in this general election. Basically, for Reform Party, we have actually introduced a 5-year master plan for Ang Mo Kio GRC. So basically, for Ang Mo Kio GRC this time around, right? After gathering feedbacks from the Ang Mo Kio residents in our walkabouts, they have raised several constituent issues. Yeah, as well as national issues, of course. But basically for the national issues, I think you can hear them basically from the rallies, and you can even find them in the most common internet blogs and even the Reform Party website as well. So basically, when you focus on basically the main purpose of this 5-year master plan is, I would say that basically to highlight the issues that actually the residents of Ang Mo Kio that feel strongly to. The PAP government actually, let's just say, if they were to be brought back into power, I mean, let's just say Mr. Lee Hsien Loong has been brought back into power, he can actually use this 5-year master plan as a reference, as a very good reference, basically to help him improve his ratings in Ang Mo Kio. Yeah. Okay. So basically, for this 5-year master plan, basically we intend to set up this community help fund. Okay, this community help fund is basically targeted at the poor, needy, and destitute living in Ang Mo Kio GRC. Now, the community help fund itself will provide assistance, bursaries, allowance, supplements, and second-hand furniture or even interest-free loan schemes, or even free meals, basically to these people that we are actually targeting. Okay, so basically, when it comes to our 5-year master plan, actually the role of the Ang Mo Kio Town Council is very important. Ultimately, the fundings we have to be realistic. Ultimately, the funding the government has to play a major role in this government funding. So basically, for the town council itself, for them, they actually the Ang Mo Kio Town Council should promise not to raise the service and conservancy charges, the SVCC charges, for the next 5 years. Especially when you have millions of sinking funds sitting inside your town council. Okay, so basically next, what we propose to the government, our main approach for this 5-year plan is basically we want to make Ang Mo Kio GRC a more elderly friendly place, a more elderly friendly constituency, basically to accommodate the aging population and especially the elderly living in this constituency. We intend to set up more senior activity centers, working with VWOs, working with the voluntary welfare organizations like AWWA or Tai Hwa Kwan Moral Society, basically to set up senior activity centers for our elderly. Our elderly basically they can go there for activities, or or even some of the more needy ones actually can go down for asking for assistance, financial or even for food items. Yeah. Okay, so basically for the Meet the People sessions, okay, what I got the feedback from the people is that the Meet the People session in Ang Mo Kio is inadequate. We could propose that actually the Meet the People sessions be increased to 3 times a week, and basically I think it would be better that actually the MPs themselves were to head this, to chair these Meet the People sessions instead of the grassroots leaders. Yeah. Okay, for residents staying in Ang Mo Kio Avenue 9, these are Novo condominiums residents. Basically, I got a feedback from one of this resident. His name is Mr. Yong. So basically, what he actually covered that. Basically, they have this. The government is going to build this north-south expressway right in front of their condominium. Well, after speaking to these residents, I felt and going through some of the files, these residents, their complaints are very, very valid and reasonable. Because they have approached Lee Bee Hwa, the MP at that point of time, for the area. Of us asking for help, but unfortunately this time around, I think even after several talks, the issue itself has not been fully addressed. We have to understand that basically the dust and these noises are very real issues that will affect basically the value of these condominium owners. Okay, for the area of Kembang Baru, okay, we felt that basically we need a heritage development. We need heritage development for this area. So basically, we we will intend to basically to construct a few, the wall pillars in the central resting area just beside Block 226B to explain probably the history of Kembang Baru, like for example interesting facts and how it got its name and so on and so forth. For Kembang Baru, we intend to basically to build more wheelchair-friendly structures, like for example ramps and even public toilets, and appeal to the Singapore Bus Service, the SBS, to introduce more wheelchair-accessible buses for this area. Okay. We also propose more covered walkways to be built to link all the markets and coffee shops to the HDBs. For the cleanliness and maintenance wise, for the central, we felt that actually there ought to be more rubbish bins to be set up around the area, around the central market area, and we felt that there should be a the compulsory food market and wet market cleaning should be conducted more regularly. Let's just say maybe on a fortnightly basis. And basically for the HDB flats in that particular area of Kembang Baru, I feel that basically they ought to be repainted. Yeah. So now next, moving on to Ang Mo Kio Central. Ang Mo Kio Central, you notice that this part of this HDB hub and this bridge, there's actually covered walkways. There's actually a covered walkway, but there's actually this small portion just right in front of the HDB hub. It's actually it's not covered at all. So it just defeats the purpose when you have this covered walkway to link to the HDB all the way. When you have this small portion where it's not covered at all. What I appeal to basically to the Ang Mo Kio Town Council to basically to actually to patch that portion up so that we can have a more complete covered walkway. As for the Ang Mo Kio Central, likewise, I think we should propose a heritage development unit. I mean, we have maybe let's just say we have some along the walls of this Ang Mo Kio this bus interchange. Maybe you can slightly explain what are how Ang Mo Kio got its name and what's its history and so on and so forth. Okay. For the amenities, it's the same. Basically, it ought to be more wheelchair friendly as well. We need more ramps and wheelchair friendly public toilets. And we also would like to cover on the state of these public toilets in coffee shops in Ang Mo Kio Central. I think it might be a private business area, but the government, I believe the NEA should do something about these private toilets because to be honest, it's filthy. Yeah. Next, I would like to cover on the cleanliness and the maintenance of this Ang Mo Kio Central. Yeah, rubbish bins. I think there's a shortage of rubbish bin everywhere in Ang Mo Kio Central, and I feel that when during our walk bus we see a lot of rubbish bin full of rubbish, and then we have all the pairs all around. Actually, the town council should consider increasing the collection frequency of this rubbish bin, and likewise for HDB flats, yeah, it's the repainting. Okay, for Ang Mo Kio Central, there's a very key issue is basically the traffic congestion in Ang Mo Kio Central. Yeah, even after building the ERPs, right, the traffic in Ang Mo Kio along Ang Mo Kio Avenue 3 near the bus interchange around the area, the cross junction is still very crowded. Yeah, and Ang Mo Kio residents, some of the car owners, they have been complaining to me, why do we have to pass by a compulsory ERP gantry for us to get into CTE? Perhaps the government could like to, because let's just say we understand the rationale of having an ERP, but the ERP ultimately it just causes more congestion to other areas. Okay, next I would like to cover on the development of the Teck Kee estates in Ang Mo Kio. So basically, likewise, we feel that actually you ought to have a heritage development as well, and the amenities basically more wheelchair friendly, and basically it has a covered walkway as well. It's pretty much the same as Kembang Baru. Okay. Next, I want to cover on the private estates along Jalan Kayu, Seletar Hills Estates, and Lentor Avenue near Yio Chu Kang. So basically, for this private estates itself, accessibility is a key issue. Basically, we need to improve the accessibility for these private areas. And secondly, is the lack of amenities in these private estates. I got this feedback from this Seletar Hills estates, this resident. 7 years ago, there used to be this food center. Then after that, the government actually demolished it, and now it's actually just an empty patch of land. and they are actually right now they are actually going to plan to build a new condominium. Why build a condo when the residents in the area, what they need most is actually a supermarket and a food center. Basically over here, for these residents living in private estates, they need to travel very far for them to get their daily supply needs. Okay, so that's about it for our plan for our 5-year plan for Ang Mo Kio GRC. We'll be standing in this we'll be standing in this election. So basically, we hope to have a support on May 7 this polling day. Sure. Thank you very much.